name is Gyllin, and I live here in town, and I am a local watercolor artist. I have been interested in art all my life, either as an observer or a participant, and as I retired, I became very interested in watercolors, and what I'm presenting in the gallery today are a set of 7 watercolors called The Behavior of Water, and I'd like to explain them to you if I could. I've been a lover of certain things, and one of those things has been the out of doors, and I've loved camping. I've been an avid camper my whole life up until the last 10 years ago, and I got a chance to camp outside, keep house, and hike, swim, and of course draw and paint. And one of the nice things about the campsites that I visited, we always had some kind of a water feature, whether it's a river or a stream or the ocean in some instances, or a lake, or even the swales. So I've decided to label each piece of work according to the action being shown in a scientific way, as scientific as I could get now, and added a little humor. I call my paintings pouring, swirling, bubbling, foaming. And my second point of view is to show the scene from the point of view of the artist. And this is where we concentrate on beauty, what we want to express, what we feel about it. And so I had a great chance to give my personal reaction to seeing water interact with nature. And it has shown to have its quirks. It also has shown to have some similarities to other elements in nature too. Some of the things that I emphasized in my painting especially were the fact that as strong light enters the picture, it will wash out the color and turn the color to a very pastel, a kind of white, a silver, and I enjoyed showing this. Another thing that I found in my work that I got involved with is water moves from areas of light into areas of dark. The dark becomes very interesting and dramatic and becomes shapes in itself, and I express these as solid shapes using dark blues and blacks, indigo, browns, and I try for drama. As water's moving, we're also looking at the speed, and it was a good chance for me to look at the lines in the water and interpret lines according to what kind of speed is involved. A straight line meant a very quick trip from point A to point B. Slow curling lines meant a slow movement of the water from place to place, and perhaps clogged in an area where it can't move freely. So, and as each kind of movement is produced in the water, it produces a different kind of shape. So I'm looking for interesting shapes. They happen fast, I have to get them quickly, and I use a lot of intermediate hues in those shapes and in the background. So I'm also very interested in transparencies and translucencies, and what you see behind the water is just as important as the water itself. So it's going to become part of the scene. So you really have to deal with it. The wind and the temperature also play a part in the beauty of showing painting water. Water will travel sideways and swirl in the right winds. Perhaps you're going to get a lovely wind that'll give you a lovely curved line or curved shape. And also, I worked with water as being in states of translucency, transparency, and opaqueness. And here I got involved with distorting the shapes behind it, and that was a lot of fun. I played with changing the colors, changing the original colors and shapes so that they're barely defined in some places and very well defined in other places, depending on the condition of the water, the clearness of the water. So lastly, I've added some new materials to my work that I haven't added in past years, and that's the use of iridescent, pearlescent, and duochrome watercolor paints. So each is used to produce a different effect, and that will be my next series of paintings, I'm sure. As for my art process, I work by making gesture sketches at the site, and I'll study this site, find out what I really like about it, and I take a lot of pictures of the site, and then take my work home and make another sketch, study those and make another sketch, depending, just putting the two together, fusing the two together, and working on my palette on separate sheets of paper, experimenting with the palette. What are the colors going to be? And here's the time I can make all kinds of changes. Nothing says it has to be as it started. And that's the way it ends up. And the fact that it ends up this way, with all kinds of changes, and I did it, makes it a unique piece of work. And I feel that it's something that you might want to see as a work of art.